I.S.U.P.K.
Jamaican people, you are the Hebrew Israelites. Hebrew Israelites. Study up them things there. You know the internet as a reservoir of knowledge. Jamaican people, you are the Hebrew Israelites. Hebrew Israelites.
Shalom Israel, Officer of the Abada 1 from I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica, broadcasting from Jamaica. I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica under commanding General Yohanna. I.S.U.P.K being at 1 West, New York, Harlem, New York. Scripture breakdown. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are Israel of today. First convert reading from it today. Young man who is now of the I.S.U.P.K. Deuteronomy 27:1.
Deuteronomy 27:1. And Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I commanded you this day.
So Moses and the elders of Israel commanded the people who they took from Egypt to keep all the commandments which they commanded that day. 28:1.
Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So if they keep the commandments, they would have been on high above all nations on the face of the earth. But let's see if they don't keep the commandment. What's the other? Two sides to it. Let's see 28 and 15.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if they don't keep the commandments, then they will be cursed. That's what the Most High is saying. Now, studying history let us know that the Israelites didn't keep the commandments and they were kicked out of Israel. So they are in the world today. We are trying to identify them. Let's read on.
Deuteronomy 28:16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. If you're in the city, curse, you still can't elude the curse. If you're living in the bush or in the field, still can't elude the curse. Persons working in the city many times have 3 jobs, 2-3 jobs, and they say, yeah, I'm able to make ends meet, I am blessed. But the pity you don't know that that's a curse. They're not living, just existing. Slaving 3 jobs to make ends meet. That's a curse in the city. In the field, you plant a crop. You either don't get good price for it, or you have one good crop this year and next year you don't have a good crop. Can't reach anywhere with it either. That's a curse also. Deuteronomy 28 and 32.
Deuteronomy 28, 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. So in other words, our sons and daughters will be taken away from us. Crime and violence. What do you call it again? Prison system. Child care services. All these agencies take away our children. That's when we were in Israel, you know. And when the Israelites were in Israel, they were blessed. And part of the blessing is to keep their children so that they can be as the stars of heaven or as the sand of the seashore. But the children being taken away from you, you cannot grow. So these are many of the things that take away the children of the Israelites. Hispanics are experiencing that, Native Indians are experiencing that, and the blacks of the Caribbean or the Americas are blacks in the world, because Israel is in every country. Israelites are in every country of this earth. So they are experiencing it. Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
No. Deuteronomy 28 verse 32.
Drop that. 32.
32.
Drop that. Go to 4.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So the Most High says that one of the curse is that we will serve our enemies. Or the Israelites will serve their enemies in hunger. Now, you have these clips on YouTube that was done by, they call it slave narratives, where the American government at the time when slavery was abolished, when we stopped being in chattel slavery, they interviewed that generation that came out of slavery. They said they want to get on record a first-hand knowledge of what slavery was like. And the experience that these people speak of, they were always hungry, they was always naked, they were always in want. So this is one of the curses that fulfill on those who were in slavery. One pair of shoes for the year, one suit of clothes for the year. And if you get destroyed before the year is ended, you have to go and work naked because you have the master work to do. Continue.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Alright, so that yoke of iron now, that yoke, that they just see pictures of slaves with that iron thing around their neck. Well, that was to prevent them from running away. You can't get far in the bush with that thing on your neck. You either break your neck or you get caught in the bushes. Now that's what the Most High said would be on our necks because we don't obey his commandments. And you know, that did not come off from off our neck until we did not know who we were. And I can't say we because I know we are the generation that passed through slavery. So we did not know who we were at the time when they released that yoke from the neck. We were destroyed. We don't know how to dress. We don't know how the proper food to eat, lawful food to eat, how to lawfully dress, how to praise the Most High. We don't even know the name of the Most High. We don't even know that we were Israelites. We know nothing. So we were destroyed. Just like the Most High said. Continue.
28:49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Continue.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
And near as swift as the eagle flieth. Now I don't think it's coincidence that all the nations who have enslaved Israel from as way back as the time of the Babylonians had the eagle as their symbol or their standard, the country standard. Babylon, the Greece, or the Greeks, America, Rome, and I think there were some others. We can't deny the fact that just the way as the Most High put it, it fulfilled on its people. Continue.
28 verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, neither the person of the old, nor show favor to thy young.
Same thing in the slave narratives they talk about. Those who gave their experiences of what slavery was about. Whether you are old, or as a matter of fact, there was no age of retirement in slavery. So even when you're old and you can't go, you're still a slave and you still have to work. And if you're young, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, you start pick cotton, or you start throw the fertilizer in the cane field. As a matter of fact, they have this small chattel, the chain, for that age. So that shows that even children were in slavery. They had no heart. The enemies had no heart for Israel. Continue. Deuteronomy 28 and 64.
Deuteronomy 28, 6-4. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
So Israel will be scattered. So Israel is in every country on the face of the earth. serving other gods. What's those other gods now?
which neither thou nor thy fathers know,
So
even wood and stone.
So your forefather didn't know about these gods made from wood and made from stone. What are the major religions? What are the religions now today that is from wood and stone? Christianity being and Muslim being the two world central religion and the world's biggest religions. And the Christianity and what? They want the what? Wooden cross. Muslim had the cover stone. And it's right there in among the curses that the Most High says he's going to send on Israel if they don't hear. So, what? It means that Christianity and Muslim is a curse on the people. So don't believe that you are being blessed when you're there speaking in blah 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 blah. What's that? Tongues? They call it. Don't think it's a blessing, you know. It's right there in the book that you worship from. That you are going to serve wood and stone. Continue. Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Alright, shall bring you into Egypt again with ship. What does Egypt here now mean? Precept on what Egypt means. Take that from Deuteronomy 5 and 6. According to the Bible, what does Egypt refer to?
Deuteronomy 5 verse 6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage.
So Egypt here now is not referring to the land of Egypt. It is referring to Egypt being the house of bondage. So when he says he's going to bring us into Egypt again in ship, it means that he's going to bring us into bondage again, but this time with ship. So is it by chance that the biggest slave trade, the Atlantic slave trade, was pivoted on ships, taking those of the Israelites who were fleeing religious persecution and end up in Africa, taking them from that west coast of Africa into the Americas as slaves. It's just a curse being fulfilled. Continue.
Thou shalt see it no more. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
You'll be sold to your enemies. Who were we sold to during slavery? We were sold to the white man, according to the Bible, known as the Edomites. So they are the Bible is telling you that they are your enemies, they are not your friend. That's what it tells you. So don't believe that you were sold to the friend who gave you a religion to worship wood. Your curse said it is. Your curse said it's your enemy or the nation that captured you who is going to give you that wood and that stone to worship. Continue.
And no man shall buy you.
Alright, no man shall buy you. What does that mean now? It don't mean that nobody is going to buy you from the auction block. It just means that no man will be able to redeem you. No man will be able to redeem you. Because according to the laws from the Bible, you could redeem a slave. You could pay the master for that slave. So there are laws that govern how you redeem slave. But in this case, you won't be redeemed. And one more year to make 400 years and we are still not redeemed. So we are here in the Americas believing that we are free. No, we are not. It is okay for other nation to say that the law is done away with, because if the law wasn't given to them, the law was given to Israel. And these blessing and curse were promised to Israelites. So if you are of the seed of Israel and listening to the other nation, the curse is going to continue on you. You're going to die with the Edens. You have a responsibility as an Israelite. The law was given to you. It's your responsibility to come back to the Most High and follow His laws and His commandments. Blacks, Native Americans, sorry, Black Hispanics and Native Americans, it's your responsibility to come back to the Most High. Shalom, Israel.
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it works.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword.